Look closely at the marketing collateral of an average real estate agent today, and you will see visual chaos. Amateurs built their marketing around their personal emotional state, or whatever design template happens to be trending online. High net worth clients interpret this immediately. It signals a lack of discipline and reads as entirely disorganized. This split screen shows the exact divide between the amateur and the elite. On the left, a cluttered collage fighting for attention. On the right, a sleek brochure relying on deep navy, white, and negative space. Legacy builders do not use color as decoration. They treat it as a functional tool to guide the client's eye. To engineer a high-end color palette, we remove guesswork entirely and apply a strict mathematical ratio, the 60-30-10 rule. By translating your visual identity into a set of fixed mathematical rules, your marketing remains uniform. This consistency projects a level of organizational discipline that high-value clients expect, regardless of who executes the design. A disciplined brand utilizes exactly 3 colors, no more, no less. Look at this architectural wireframe. Exactly 60% of the visual area fills with a solid deep navy blue. This is your primary color, your foundational anchor. Using this restrained anchor over 60% of your brand signals the stability that high net worth clients prioritize. Next, we define the secondary color. Pure white fills exactly 30% of the layout, leaving a tiny 10% sliver remaining. As this white block glows, you see its precise function, negative space that pushes the primary anchor into sharp focus. The luxury market requires this breathing room. When you strip away competing colors, your architectural photography and core messaging are able to stand out cleanly. Commanding the negative space prevents visual clutter. It creates a distinction between your presentation and marketing that looks crowded or desperate for attention. Returning to the wireframe, the remaining 10% sliver fills with vivid cobalt blue. This is the action color. As the layout transforms into a website interface, the cobalt blue is applied strictly to a single data highlight and one Contact Us button. Warning tone: exceeding this 10% limit carries a specific risk. The moment you overuse a vivid accent color, the aesthetic moves away from luxury and toward a more aggressive, sales-driven look. Think of the 10% rule like this single drop of ink striking a pinpoint target. The application must be precise to be effective. By restricting your action color, you dictate the path the consumer's eye takes. You control the sequence in which information is processed across every asset. Understanding this theory is the first step. Now, we must transition to the technical application required to enforce this visual identity in the real world. Subjective names are insufficient in professional branding. Telling a vendor your brand color is blue or navy will lead to variation and error. Instead, we use the specific code #0064E5. This 6-character hex code is the exact mathematical formula that defines your brand's color identity. Documenting these exact alphanumeric codes is a requirement for maintaining professionalism across different platforms. Relying on hex codes ensures that your physical yard sign is identical to your digital website and your email signature. Amateur agents visually guess at shades, resulting in mismatched collateral. Elite agents provide exact mathematical codes to every vendor they hire. Without exact hex codes, you don't have a defined brand. You have a collection of similar-looking assets. This creates the subtle inconsistencies that signal an amateur operation. You now have the exact proportions needed to organize your brand's visual identity. It is time to transition to execution. Open your digital color picker tool. Finalize your primary, secondary, and action colors, adhering to the 60-30-10 ratio we've established. Next, extract the 3 precise 6-character hex codes for those colors. Finally, look at the blank lines in box 6 of your brand board workbook. Document those 3 specific codes here to lock them in permanently. By mathematically locking down your visual DNA today, you ensure your brand is rendered exactly the same way every time. This precision removes the visual friction that often separates amateur marketing from a professional portfolio.